Hi students, welcome back to All Force e-learning online classes. In last class, we discussed some problems. Now, in this session, we continue with problems. Okay. First one. Find the equation of the circle. It touches y-axis at 0, 3 and making an intercept 2 units on x-axis. Find the equation of the circle which touches the y-axis at 0, 3 and making an intercept 2 units on x-axis. The circle touches the y-axis. The circle touches the y-axis. Suppose, let us assume the equation of the circle be x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. It is the required equation of the circle. If the circle touches the x-axis at x1, 0, what is the condition? If the circle touches the x-axis at x1, 0, then the condition is x square plus 2gx plus c is equal to x minus x1 whole square. If the circle touches the y-axis at 0, y1, then the condition is y square plus 2fy plus c is equal to y minus y1 whole square. Here, circle touches y-axis at the point at 0, 3. That means it is 0, y1. We know that the condition is y square plus 2fy plus c is equal to y minus y1 whole square. That means y minus 3 whole square. Okay. That is equal to y square minus 6y plus 9. By comparing the like terms on both sides, we get 2f is equal to minus 6. That means f is equal to minus 3 and c is equal to 9. In the given required circle, g, f, c are unknown values. Already f is minus 3, c is 9. So we find the remaining value g by using the second condition. What is the second condition? The length of the intercept made by the circle on x-axis is 2 units. That means making an intercept 2 units on x-axis. That means length of the x-intercept is equal to 2 root d square minus c. Length of x-intercept is equal to 2 root g square minus c. But from the given that length is equal to 2 units. Therefore, 2 into root g square minus c is equal to how much? 2 units. 2 to 1 time cancel. Squaring on both sides, g square minus c is equal to 0. What is the value of c? C is equal to 9. That means g square is equal to 9. That implies g is equal to plus or minus 3. G is equal to plus or minus 3. Now we get g is plus or minus 3. G is plus or minus 3. F is equal to minus 3. C is equal to 9. Substitute these values in this equation. We get two equations. One of the equation is x square plus y square plus 6x minus 6y plus 9 is equal to 0 is one of the possibility. Other possibility, g value is minus 3. That means x square plus y square minus 6x minus 6y plus 9 is equal to 0. Okay, x square plus y square minus 6x minus 6y plus 9 is equal to 0. Actually, the given circle touches the y-axis. And makes an x-intercept is something. So the circle is in this way or in this way. Two possibilities are exist. Okay, the circle is in the towards x-axis, positive x-axis, or the towards negative x-axis. So it is also length of the intercept. It is also length of the intercept. It touches the at 0, 3. So there will be two possibilities. Please observe this point. Okay. Next, second one. Equation of the circles touches the x-axis at origin. Let us assume s is equal to 0 with the circle. That means x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 with the equation of the circle. Second one. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. The circle touches the x-axis at origin. That means if the circle touches the x-axis at x1, 0, what is the condition? X square plus y 2gx plus c is equal to x minus x1 whole square. Here, the point x1, 0 is equal to 0, 0. It touches the x-axis at x1, 0. That means 0, 0. x1 means 0. So, x square plus 2gx plus c is equal to x minus x1 whole square. That means x1 is equal to 0. So, x square. By comparing like terms on both sides, we get g is equal to 0, c is equal to 0. That means the equation of the circle is x square plus y square plus 2fy is equal to 0. F is unknown value. It can be found by using the remaining condition. What is the condition? Remaining condition. It touches the line 4x minus 3y plus 24 is equal to 0. If the line touches the circle, what is the condition? If the line touches the circle, that is nothing but tangent. That line is nothing but tangent. That means r is equal to d. We use that formula to find the f. Okay. In this case, the center of the circle is minus f comma g. 0 comma minus f. Center of the circle is equal to minus g comma minus f means 0 comma minus f. Radius r is equal to root over g square plus f square minus g0 c0. That means root f square. R is equal to root f square. That means mod f. Radius is always positive, but f is either positive or negative. Okay. Now we find the value of f by using r is equal to d. By using r is equal to d. What is the value of r? Mod f is equal to d is nothing but perpendicular distance from this to what is the tangent equation? 4x minus 3y plus 24 is equal to 0. The circle touches this line. By using this condition, we find the value of f. That means mod ax1 means 4 into 0, 0 minus of minus plus 3f plus 24 by root of a square plus b square means 5. By squaring on both sides, we get two values of f. That means 25f square is equal to 3f plus 24 whole square. After simplifying these values, we get quadratic in f. Quadratic in f means we get two values of f. Substitute that values of f in this equation, we get the equation of the circle. Okay. Next. Third one. Equation of the tangent to the circle x square plus y square minus 2x plus 4y minus 4 is equal to 0, which is parallel to the line 3x plus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. In this case, we find the equation of the tangent to this circle. The tangent is parallel to this line. If the two lines are parallel, what is the condition? Slopes are equal. So, first, what is the equation of the circle? Equation of the circle S is x square plus y square minus 2x plus 4y minus 4 is equal to 0. By comparing with standard form, we get 2g is equal to minus 2. That means g is equal to minus 1, f is equal to 2, c is equal to minus 4. Okay. Center of the circle is equal to minus g comma minus f means 1 comma minus 2. Radius of the circle is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c means 3. Root 9 means 3. Okay. Here, the tangent is parallel to this line. What is the slope of this line? This line, the equation of the given line is 3x plus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. Slope of this line is equal to minus x coefficient by y coefficient minus 3 by 4. But the tangent is parallel to this line. Required tangent parallel to the line 3x plus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. That means slope of the tangent is equal to slope of this line. Therefore, slope of the tangent m is equal to minus 3 by 4. If the slope of the tangent is given, what is the equation of the tangent? Y is equal to mx plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square when center is 0, 0. If the center is not equal to 0, equation of the tangent is y plus f is equal to m into x plus g plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. When m is given, then equation of the tangent is y plus f is equal to m into x plus g plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. Here, g, f and r are known values. So substitute the values. That implies y plus f means y plus 2 is equal to m means minus 3 by 4 into x plus g means x minus 1 plus or minus r means radius is 3 into root over 1 plus 9 by 16. Simplify this value, we are getting the equation of the circle. Equation of the tangent. If the slope is given, then we get two parallel tangents. If the slope is given, we get two tangents. The plus or minus, here there are plus or minus. If we take plus value another tangent, we take minus another tangent. We get two tangents. Okay, simplify that value. Suppose in this case, find the equation of the tangent. If the tangent is perpendicular to this line, here the slope of the line is minus 3 by 4. What is the slope of the perpendicular line? 4 by 3. Here the slope of the tangent m is equal to 4 by 3. By using the slope point form, we find the equation of the tangent. Parallel or perpendicular. Okay. Next, fourth one. If two tangents are drawn from a point, on the circle, x square plus y square is equal to 16, to the circle x square plus y square is equal to 8, then angle between the tangents. Here two circles are given. One of the circle is x square plus y square is equal to 16 and another circle is x square plus y square is equal to 8. Here two tangents are drawn from these two. Please observe this point. In this case the center of the circle is 0, 0. In this case also center of the circle is 0, 0. That means these two circles are concentric. These two circles are concentric. It is the first circle, it is the second circle. From any point on the circle, let P be the any point on the circle. Two tangents are drawn from any point on this circle to second circle. Now we find this angle. The required angle is this value. Please observe this point. It is in the form of x square plus y square is equal to r square. It is in the form of 2r square. 2 into 8 means 16. That means this circle is direct circle of this circle. This circle is direct circle. What is the direct circle? The locus of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents to the given circle is said to be direct circle. From any point on the direct circle, the angle between the tangents to this circle is always 90 degrees. Direct circle means the angle between the tangents from any point on this is 90 degrees. So, angle between these two tangents is equal to 90 degrees. It is the direct circle of given circle. It is the direct circle. Angle between the tangents of direct circle is always 90 degrees. So, angle between the tangents is equal to 90 degrees. Please note this point. It is 1, it is 2. Clearly, circle 1 is direct circle of circle 2. So, angle between the tangents is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, next, fifth one. Length of the tangent from any point on the circle x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y minus 12 is equal to 0. Length of tangent from any point on the circle x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y minus 12 is equal to 0 to the circle x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y plus 4 is equal to 0 is dash. Here the given circles are two. First circle equation x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y minus 12 is equal to 0. It is the first circle. Second circle x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay. Please observe this point. Here x coefficient, y coefficient, x coefficient, y coefficients are same. That means center of these two circles are same. That means these two circles are concentric. These two circles are concentric. These circles are in this way. Concentric. Okay. Now we find the length of the tangent from any point on the first circle. It is the first circle. It is the second circle. Let P x1 comma y1 be the any point on the first circle. Then length of the tangent from P to the second circle is length of the tangent from x1 point to any circle is equal to root s11. Length of the tangent from P to any circle is equal to root s11. So in this case we find the length of the tangent in this way. Let P x1 comma y1 be the any point in the circle 1. Then substitute this point in this equation. x1 square plus y1 square plus 4x1 minus 6y1 minus 12 is equal to 0. That means x1 square plus y1 square plus 4x1 minus 6y1 is equal to 12. Okay. Next, length of the tangent from P to second circle is equal to root s11. We take s as the second circle. That means root over x1 square plus y1 square plus 4x1 minus 6y1 plus 4. But from this value, x1 square plus y1 square plus 4x1 minus 6y1, this value is equal to, take this value is equation number 2. From 2, this value is 12. 12 plus 4 means 16. Root 16 means 4. It is the length of the tangent. Okay. Length of the tangent is equal to, length of the tangent from any point on the circle to this circle is 4 units. Next, sixth one. The equation of side BC of triangle ABC is x minus y is equal to 0. The equation of side BC of triangle ABC is, in triangle ABC, side BC equation is x minus y is equal to 0. If minus 3 comma 2 is orthocenter, minus 3 comma 2 is orthocenter, and 0 comma 0 is circumcenter, then the radius of circumcircle of triangle ABC is dash. Then radius of circle of triangle ABC is dash. In this case, in triangle ABC, equation of side BC. Equation of side BC is x minus y is equal to 0 means y is equal to x. Please observe this point. The equation of the side BC in triangle ABC, equation of the side BC is y is equal to x. Okay, or x minus y is equal to 0. Here, orthocenter of the triangle is equal to orthocenter is equal to 0 or O or H. Take O is equal to minus 3 comma 2 or H. This value is orthocenter is minus 3 comma 2 and circumcenter is equal to S is equal to 0 comma 0. Then what is the radius of the circumcircle of this triangle ABC? Required value is circumradius of triangle ABC. Here orthocenter is O is minus 3 comma 2, circumcenter is 0 comma 0. If any one of the point on the circle is known, then the distance from circumcenter to any point on the circle is said to be radius of the circle. If A or B or C or any point on the circle is given, then the distance from S to any point on the circle is said to be radius. Okay. Now we find any one of the point on the circle. Already we know that the image of the orthocenter with respect to any side must be lies on the circumcircle. Very very important property. The image of the orthocenter with respect to any side, with respect to the image of O minus 3 comma 2 with respect to the side BC must be lies on the side circumcircle. Say P is the image of this point. The image of the point A comma B with respect to the line y is equal to x is nothing but B comma A. Okay. The image of the point A comma B with respect to the line y is equal to minus x is minus B comma A. These are standard values. Or we use the formula. Image means h minus x1 by a is equal to k minus y1 by b is equal to minus 2 of ax1 plus b1 plus c by a square plus b square. By using that formula, we find the value of p. Here, image of y is equal to x with respect, image of a comma b with respect to the line y is equal to x is a comma b image b comma a. That means this image is 2 comma minus 3. So one of the point on the circle P is 2 comma minus 3. Therefore, radius of the circle is nothing but SP. SP is nothing but distance between these 2 points. Root over 2 square plus 3 square. Minus 3 whole square means 3 square. That makes 4 plus 9. That is equal to root 13. Very important model. Image of the orthocenter with respect to any side must be lies on the circumcircle of the triangle. In this case, what is the equation of the circumcircle of triangle ABC? Here center is known value 0 comma 0. Radius is already we find the value. If center and radius is given, what is the equation of circle? X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. That is the equation of the circumcircle of triangle ABC. Okay. Please note this point. Sixth one, very important concept. If the line is not if the line is ax plus by plus c, then we find the p by using the formula h minus x1 by a is equal to k minus y by b is equal to minus 2 of ax1 plus b1 plus c by a square plus b square. Okay. Seventh one. The locus of midpoint of portion of a tangents to the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square terminated by coordinate axis is dash. The locus of midpoint of portion of tangents to the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square terminated by coordinate axis is dash. Here the equation of the circle is x square plus y square is equal to a square. The center of the circle is equal to 0 comma 0 and radius of the circle is a. The center of the circle is 0 comma 0 and radius of the circle is in this way. It is the circle. In this case, we find the locus of the midpoint of the portion of the tangent. Say it is one of the tangent. Say it is one of the tangent. AB is one of the tangent to the circle. Now we find the locus of midpoint of this line segment AB. Now we find this tangent cuts the coordinate axis at AB. That means the locus of the midpoint of this tangent means we find the midpoint. That means say P x1 comma y1 be the midpoint of the line segment AB. This P lies on the circle or does not lies on the circle. This must be midpoint of the line segment AB. PA is equal to PB. Please observe this point. The locus of midpoint of the portion of the tangent to the circle x square plus y square terminated by the coordinate axis. That means the circle terminates, the tangent terminates the coordinate axis at AB. We find the midpoint of the locus of AB. Say P x1 comma y1 is the midpoint of the line segment AB. Okay. In straight lines we know that if the midpoint of the line segment AB is P x1 y1, what is the equation of the line AB? X by x1 plus y by y1 is equal to. It is very very important point. If the line cuts the coordinate x at AB and P x1 y1 is the midpoint of the line segment AB, then equation of the line AB is x by x1 plus y by y1 is equal to. Please observe this point. Say this line cuts the x-axis at a comma 0 and y-axis at 0 comma b. Then what is the equation of the line? X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. Okay. But here P is the midpoint of AB. That means x1 y1 is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2 means a by 2 comma b by 2. That means that by comparing the like terms on both sides, that means x coordinates, y coordinates, a is equal to x1, b is equal to 2y1. Okay. Substitute the values of AB in this equation, we get x by 2x1 plus y by 2y1 is equal to 1. That means multiplying on both sides with 2, x by x1 plus y by y1 is equal to. It is the equation of the line. Very 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 important point. Please note this point. If P x1 comma y1 is the midpoint of the line segment AB, then equation of the line AB is x by x1 plus y by y1 is equal to. Okay. In this case, let P x1 comma y1 be the midpoint of the line AB or line segment AB. Then AB line equation is x by x1 plus y by y1 is equal to 2. It is the tangent to the circle 1. Okay. If the line touches the circle, what is the condition? R is equal to. By using that condition, we find the relation between x1 and y1. Locus is nothing but relation between x1 and y1. Here, the line touches the circle. Therefore, R is equal to. Radius is nothing but a units. D is nothing but the perpendicular distance from origin means center to this line. Here, center is 0, 0. That means ax1 plus by1 plus c means minus 2. That means mod 0 plus 0 minus 2 by root over a square plus b square means 1 by x1 square plus 1 by y1 square. A means ax1 plus by1 plus a is equal to 1 by x1, b is equal to 1 by y1. Okay. After cross multiplication or squaring on both sides, a square is equal to 4 by 1 by x1 square plus 1 by y1 square. Okay. That means 1 by x1 square plus 1 by y1 square is equal to, after cross multiplication we get 4 by a square. Therefore required locus is 1 by x square plus 1 by y square is equal to 4 by a square. 1 by x square plus 1 by y square is equal to 4 by a square. Very 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 important. Seventh one. If midpoint of the line segment AB is given, equation of the line is x by x1 plus y by y1 is equal to, here this line is tangent to the circle, so R is equal to D. By using that condition, we find the locus of P x1 y1. Very very important. Next, eighth one. Locus of midpoint of chords to the circle. Locus of midpoint of chords to the circle x square plus y square minus 8x plus 6y plus 20 is equal to 0, which is parallel to the line 3x plus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0. Which is parallel to the line 3x plus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0. Eighth one. Here the equation of the circle is s is equal to x square plus y square minus 8x plus 6y plus 20 is equal to 0. It is the equation of the circle. Here g is equal to minus 4, f is equal to 3, c is equal to. If required, you find radius. Radius is equal to root of g square plus f square minus c. Center of the circle is equal to minus g comma minus f. Okay. Here we find the locus of the midpoint of the chord. It is one of the circle. Say P x1 comma y1 with the required locus. That means midpoint of the chord, midpoint of the required chord. Okay, let P x1 comma y1 with the locus of the midpoint of the chord. If P x1 comma y1 is the midpoint of the chord, what is the equation of the chord? Equation of the chord is s1 is equal to s11. Then equation of the chord is s1 is equal to s11. What is the notation for s1? S1 is nothing but x1 plus y1 plus g of, that means 4 of x plus x1 plus 3 of y plus y1 plus 2 is equal to s11 means x1 square plus y1 square minus 8x1 plus 6y1 plus 2. Here 2 cancel. Okay, it is the equation of the chord, then midpoint is given. Here we find the locus of the point P x1 y1. So equation of the tangent is this value. this line can be reduced into ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Every line is in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So it can be reduced into ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Here x1 minus 4x. That means x of x1 minus 4. x1 minus 4 of x plus y1 plus 3y. That means y1 plus 3 into y. All the remaining values are constants. Okay. That means here minus 4x1 plus 3y1 minus x1 square minus y1 square plus 8x1 minus 6y1 is equal to 0. It is in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. It is one of the chord. But this chord is parallel to the line 3x plus 4y plus y is equal to 0. If the two lines are parallel, what is the condition? Slopes are equal. Here, the slope of this chord is equal to minus x coefficient by y coefficient means minus of x1 minus 4 by y1 plus 3. It is the slope of this tangent. But this tangent is parallel to the line 3x plus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0. What is the slope of this value? Minus 3 by 4. If two lines are parallel, what is the condition? Slopes are equal. But this chord is parallel to this line. Therefore, minus of x1 minus 4 by y1 plus 3 is equal to what is the slope of the given line? Minus 3 by 4. Minus cancel. After cross multiplication, we get the relation between x1 and y1. So, required locus is nothing but replace x1, y1 as x1. Okay? After cross multiplication, we get the relation between x1, y1. Replace x1, y1 as xy. We get the required locus. Very important. Eighth one also important. In this case, we find the midpoint of the chord locus. So that point can be taken as x1, y1. If the midpoint is given, what is the equation of the chord? S1 is equal to S11. So we find the equation of the chord. But this chord is parallel to particular line. So slopes are equal. By using that condition, we find the locus value. Okay, locus equation. Next, ninth one. Ninth. Locus of the midpoint of the chords of the circle which subtends an angle 90 degrees at the center of the circle x square plus y square minus 8x plus 6y plus 20 is equal to 0. Given circle. Here 2g is equal to minus 8 means g is equal to minus 4, f is equal to 3, c is equal to 20. Center of the circle is equal to 4 minus 3 and radius of the circle is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c means 16 plus 9 minus 20. That means 25 minus 20 means root 4 2. Radius of the circle is equal to 2. Okay. Center of the circle is equal to 4 minus 3. In this case, we find the locus of the midpoint of the chord which subtends an angle 90 degrees at the center of the circle. Please observe this diagram. It is one of the given circle. Center of the circle is 4 minus 3. Say AB is one of the chord. This chord subtends an angle 90 degrees at the center. That means angle ACB, this value is equal to 90 degrees. This value is equal to 90 degrees. Now we find the locus of the midpoint of the chord AB. Say P x1, y1 be the midpoint of the chord AB. Now we find the locus of P. Okay. Let P x1, y1 be midpoint of chord AB. Now we find this locus, P locus. Here we find the relation between x1, y1 by using the triangle concept, trigonometric concept. Okay. Suppose we join CP, this angle is 90 degrees. Since the perpendicular bisector of any chord must be passes through center, or foot of the perpendicular from center to any chord is nothing but midpoint. Okay. Here CP is perpendicular to AB. This total angle is 90 degrees. Please observe this diagram. Triangle ACB, in triangle ACB, AC is equal to radius, BC is equal to radius. These two are equal. That means it is isosceles triangle. That means this angle is equal to this angle. It is angular bisector, median, altitude, all are coincident. Okay. So this angle is automatically equal to 45 degrees. This angle is 45 degrees. Any doubt? Now from triangle APC or triangle PBC, take any one of the value. From triangle PBC, we know that hypotenuse, 45 degrees, This is the hypotenuse. This is nothing but radius. Radius is equal to 2 units. We know the value of C and P. CP already known value. Adjacent known value, hypotenuse known value. That means we take cos value. From triangle PBC, cos 45 degrees is equal to adjacent side CP by BC. Cos 45 means 1 by root 2 is equal to CP means distance between CP means root over x1 minus 4 whole square plus y1 plus 3 whole square by BC is nothing but radius. Okay, squaring on both sides and cross multiply this value, we get the required locus. Okay, it is the required locus. Suppose in the same problem, find the locus of the midpoint of the chord of the circle which subtends an angle 60 degrees at the center of the circle is given. The chord subtends an angle 60 degrees. Here this angle is 60 degrees. That means this angle is equal to this two are equal. 30, 30 in the same way. Apply cos 30. Cos 30 is equal to CP by BC. But cos 30 means root 3 by 2. Squaring on both sides we get. If any angle is given, if angle ACB is equal to 90 or 60 or 120 or anything, then to find the locus of the midpoint of the chord, we use this method. Very, very, very important method. Okay, please note that point. Next, 10th question. The locus of midpoint of chord to the circle which passes through a fixed point 4, 6. The locus of midpoints of 10th one. These are all our locus problems, very, very important problems. The locus of midpoint of the chord to the circle x square plus y square is equal to 25. That means S is equal to x square plus y square minus 25 is equal to 0. It is the circle with the center 0, 0 and radius r is equal to 5. X square plus y square is equal to r square form. Here also we find the locus of the midpoint of the chord. Say this is the circle, AB is the chord. We find the locus of the midpoint of the chord P x1 y1. We find this value. But this chord always passes through some particular point. What is that point? Fixed point 4, 6. This chord passes through 4, 6. First we find the equation of the chord by using this midpoint P x1 y1. Let P x1 y1 be the midpoint of the chord. Then equation of the chord AB is S1 is equal to S11. S1 means xx1 plus, it is a small circle, center 0, 0. xx1 plus y1 minus 25 is equal to x1 square plus y1 square minus 25, 25 cancels. xx1 plus y1 minus x1 square minus y1 square is equal to 0. It is the equation of the chord when x1 y1 is the midpoint of the chord. But this chord passes through a particular point. What is that point? 4, 6. But it passes through the point 4, 6. That means x, y can be replaced as 4, 6. In this case, the line passes through this point. Suppose x plus y minus 2 is equal to 0 is one of the line and 1, 2 I saw this line is x can be taken as 1, y can be taken as 2. Here this chord passes through 4, 6. That means x is equal to 4, y is equal to 6. Substitute this point in this equation, we get the required locus. Substitute this point in this equation, 4x1 plus 6y1 minus x1 square minus y1 square is equal to 0. By substituting this point, we get one of the relation between x1 and y1. It is the required locus. Therefore, locus is 4x plus 6y minus x square minus y square is equal to 0. That means x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y is equal to 0. It is the locus of the midpoint of the chord. It is nothing but circle. In some cases, find the radius of the locus of the circle. It is the circle, center of the circle, minus g, minus f. Radius is equal to root of g square plus f square minus. Okay? Next. 11th one. Locus of the point of intersection of the tangents to the circle which includes an angle of 60 degrees. Locus of point of intersection of the tangents to the circle x square plus y square plus 2x plus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. It is the circle equation. Locus of point of intersection of tangents to the circle which includes an angle 60 degrees. Suppose it is one of the circle, say P is any point, exterior point of the circle and two tangents PA, PB are two tangents. This angle theta is equal to 60 degrees. what is the locus of this point of intersection of the tangents? Now we find the locus of intersection of this point. Okay, let Px1 comma y1 be the point of intersection of the tangents. Let Px1 comma y1 be the point of intersection of the tangents. Here theta is equal to 60 degrees. If the angle between the tangents is given, what is the condition? Tan theta by 2 is equal to r by root s1. We know that tan theta by 2 is equal to r by root s1. Here center of the circle C is equal to g value 1, g is equal to 1, f is equal to c is equal to minus 1. Center is equal to minus 1 comma minus 2. Radius is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c means root over 1 plus 4 plus 1. That means root 6. Okay. Tan theta by 2 means tan 60 by 2, tan 30. 1 by root 3 is equal to root 6 by root s11 means x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2f1 plus c. x1 square plus y1 square plus 2x1 plus 4y1 minus 1. Squaring on both sides and cross multiply, we get the locus of the point P, point of intersection of the tangents. In this case, we know that the angle between the tangents is tan theta by 2 is equal to r by root s1. By using that condition, we find the required locus. Next 12th question. 12th one. A square is inscribed in the circle x square plus y square minus 2x plus 8y minus 8 is equal to 0, whose sides are parallel to the coordinate axis. A square is inscribed in the circle x square plus y square minus 2x plus 8y minus 8 is equal to 0, whose sides are parallel to coordinate axis, then the vertices of a square are dash. Already in synopsis we discussed about these points. If a square is inscribed in a circle of a radius r and the sides are parallel to the coordinate axis, what are the vertices of a square? Let r be the radius of the circle, c h comma k be the center of the circle, then the vertices of a square are h plus or minus r by root 2 comma k plus or minus r by root 2. Already we proved this formula. Okay, h plus or minus r by root 2 comma k plus or minus r by root 2. What is the value of the center here? G is equal to minus 1, f is equal to 4, c is equal to minus 8. Center of the circle is equal to minus g comma minus f means 1 comma minus 4. That means h comma k is equal to 1 comma minus 4. And radius of the circle r is equal to root over g square plus f square minus a means 1 plus 16 plus 8. That is equal to 25. Root 25 means 5. Okay. Radius of the circle is 5. Here h comma k is equal to 1 comma minus 4. 1 plus or minus r by root 2 means r is the value 5 by root 2 comma k means minus 4 plus or minus 5 by root 2. So the possible values are, we take plus plus, plus minus, minus plus, minus minus. We get 4 vertices of the square. Okay, we get 4 vertices of the square. Suppose in this case, if the diagonals are parallel to the coordinate axis, what are the vertices? Same problem. Okay, sides are parallel to the coordinate axis and the vertices are h plus or minus r by root 2 comma k plus or minus r by root 2. If the diagonals are parallel to the coordinate axis in the same problem, how we find the vertices of a square? Suppose it is the square. In this case, the diagonals are parallel to the coordinate axis. That means square is in this type. The square is in this type. Diagonals, this diagonal A, B, C, D. This is the square. AC diagonal parallel to one of the x-axis, BD diagonal parallel to y-axis. Diagonals are parallel. Okay. In this case, center of the circle C h comma k is nothing but 1 comma minus 4. For getting this versus, what is this value? This is nothing but radius, 5 units. It is nothing but 5 units. For getting the vertex A, this total distance is some h units. It is r units. That means h minus r. For getting this value, h plus r, say this value is h comma k. Say this value is h comma k. It is the radius r. It is the radius r. This distance is, total distance is h. Okay, this is r. For getting the vertex A, x coordinate of A, what is the x coordinate? H minus r. This value is h minus r. Comma, y coordinate, next we find the y coordinate. Here, C x coordinate is h plus r. These are the x coordinates. Okay, Y coordinate is nothing but it is the horizontal line. That means y coordinate is constant. This means k. H minus r comma k. H plus r comma k. Okay. Next, here it is parallel to x. That means x is equal to constant. X coordinate is h comma some y coordinate. Here also h comma something. Here the distance between this value is k. Okay, k plus r, k minus r. It is k plus r. It is k minus r. H comma k minus r. Okay. If the diagonals are parallel to the coordinate axis, by using this we find the vertices. That means if the diagonals are parallel, what is the condition? H plus r minus r comma k. Next, h comma k plus r minus r. These are the vertices of a square. Please note these points also. Sides are parallel to the coordinate axis, then the vertices are h plus r minus r by root 2 comma k plus r minus r by root 2. If the diagonals are parallel to the coordinate x, what are the vertices? H plus r minus r comma k, h comma k plus r minus r. Okay.